there's, I guess, a small field out behind this cabin, and they seen something. I thought, what in the world was that? You know, and then she said it stood up and took off running. And, you know, she said it was not a person. You know, she didn't give a lot of detail. We really didn't get to talk too long. But, you know, I thought that was kind of interesting. And then also, Paul has a brother, and he is out in the woods, or he's either hunting or fishing. If there's a hunting season in, he's hunting. If not, he's fishing. And, you know, he's been like that, you know, since I've known him. You know, he was just probably 12 years old, 12 or 13, whenever me and Paul got married. And, you know, that's how he's been, you know, as long as I've known him. But he said that, you know, and he's actually, I've interviewed him before. His name is Joseph. I can't remember what number it is. And he has encountered these, you know, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, multiple times. Or he has found evidence of them, like footprints, stuff like that. But, and this right here that happened, really, you know, it wasn't Bigfoot related, but, you know, it was just strange. And it seems like whenever you see lights or orbs, there tends to be Bigfoot activity. But he and his cousin had went down in what we call the bottoms. And the bottoms is a flat area, usually a lot of fields, but there's a lot of woods. And where he was at, I've been there, and it is like creepy. Super thick woods. It's by a river, and I mean, it creeps you out to go in there. And anyways, him and his cousin went down in there, and they took two mules, I think. Mules are, yeah, it'd have to be mules. And he said them things were so hard to load. You know, he said you could never hardly get these things in the trailer. Well, it was, they took these mules out there and was riding. And it was after dark. I think they might have been coon hunting. And he said that then he seen this light. And a little bit later, his cousin said, "Hey, Joseph, you see that?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "It's been following us." He said it was a round ball of light that was just following them. Well, then all of a sudden, I guess the mules, I don't know if I can't remember what he said exactly, but the mules must have spotted it, and the mules started bucking. Well, his cousin's mule bucked him off. Well, Joseph, he used to be a bull rider, so it'd be hard to buck Joseph off. Well, it bucked him off, and the mules took off. So they took off walking back towards the truck. And he said those mules loaded theirself in that trailer. They was ready to go. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed that. You know, the lights, I see a lot of lights out here, so that's why, you know, and Paul has seen them too. So, and you know, we captured something really odd on our game camera. I might put it up after this. I don't know what it was, but it was just a light, and it was like this. Somebody said it could have been a water drop on the lens, but you know, I don't know. It looks like there's a raccoon. The raccoon had set off the camera, but the web looking thing looks like it was on the other side of the raccoon, and then the light, I don't know where the light came from, because there was no light source where the camera was pointing. It was pointing across the field out in front towards the woods. I don't know. I mean, you know, it was an open area, but there was woods on the other side. It was not the moon. I mean, I'll show y'all. I'll put the picture up. But anyways, I'm going to get off here, and I'll be outside probably later. And if anything else happens, I'll add to this. But if not, love and appreciate y'all. Have a good week, and hope the good Lord blesses everyone.